Hi guys, it's your favorite trainer Fit Eddie. Today I'll be talking on a very important issue that has to do with our upbringing. Growing up then, I remember we used to, when we go to church, they tell us about Christ. They tell us about how to live a moral life and how to live a very responsible life. And growing up, you don't need anybody to come and tell you on what to do and how to become a better you. I mean, the life alone will teach you on how to go, because the more you grow is the more you learn. Because when it comes to stage of maturity, you have to see a lot of things that you handle on your own, that you don't need anybody or any parental guardian anymore, because you're growing up. Being a grown-up and a responsible person depends on you. After the mentorship you gain from your parents, I tell people your parents won't kill themselves for you, because they were also learning before they gave birth to you, and then giving birth to you, they play their role in your upbringing. And the way you live your life depends on you, because at the end of the day, if you come out good, it's for your own good. If you come out bad, it's your cross to carry, because the more you grow is the more you see life, the more you mature. And when it comes to that, you have to find purpose. You have to know to discover yourself, to know your onions in the society of today, because we live in so much distractions that people don't even care anymore. People just want to chase clouds. They want to be famous. You can't be famous without being valuable. I mean, what's the essence of your fame when you're not of a good value? When you're not adding to the society. You can't just say, I want to be a skit maker, I want to be a comedian, I want to, what's the content of that grace you carry? It's not just about you trying to be somebody. It's about you being yourself. What are you adding to the society? I mean, what are you bringing to the table, like people will say? Because I've seen a whole lot of people that try to mirror somebody. Like, if you want to be me, you can't be better than me, because I am me, because I'm not trying to be anyone else, and I'm trying to find myself and to be a better version of myself. So if you're trying to be me, you always play a second fiddle to me, because you can't be me and I can't be you. And the only advice I give to kind of people that are upcoming, that wants to chase their dream, is for them to try to discover themselves, knowing who you are. A whole lot of young people of today, they are carried away because of so much distractions when it comes to the social media and daily lifestyle routines of people they call their role models. They tends to be like someone that doesn't really have of good value. I don't want to start mentioning names, but when you check the media, it's not everybody that calls themselves celebrities that are good role models. You just have to know who you are and know the kind of people you mingle with. So kind of settings. There are some things you don't really need to buy. There are some things you don't really need, as a young child growing up, like you're trying to become, and there are some things that you don't really need. There are some parties you don't attend. There are some clubbings that you're not needed to go to. It's not like you're being antisocial or whatsoever, but if you're trying to chase your dream and trying to become a better you, I mean, there are some things you don't do. There are some things you don't do because you have to discover yourself. You have to find time with yourself, your alone time, find time in solitude and trying to be a better you, because a whole lot of distraction in the world of today, and people will tell you they are sad. People go into drug addiction and all that kind of things. People are depressed. That's because they've not found themselves. Because if you find yourself, you don't need anything to give you joy. You don't need any extra thing outside yourself to derive joy from, because the joy comes from within. You have to find joy in your calling. Discover who you are. And when it comes to self-discovery, you have to do away with all of hangouts. You don't need some kind of friends around you. If you guys are not on the same mindset, you guys are not on the same wavelength when it comes to your mental alignment, you don't need them around you. What I'm saying here is don't compare your 10 steps with someone else's 100 steps, because you don't know what it takes for that person to be where he is. You just have to go deep into yourself and try to know who you are before you can take a step, because I mean, people want to work with what you have to bring to the table, and when it comes to that, you have to be of value, be of great values to yourself. What are the things you love doing? What are the things that you do without stress? What are the things that you're very good at? Those kind of skills shapes you to be who you're becoming and who you're going to be. Gone are those days where people just want to part of people. These days, if you're not worth it, there's no need for us to start patching you on. If you're not good, you're not good. You want to work with professionals, you want to do with people that knows their onions. And my advice for everyone today is for you guys to try to find your purpose and make a life out of your daily routine. So watch out for my next video, and we're going to be talking about how to become a better you. And before then, click to my subscribe button, like, share my videos. God bless you.